Gruul. It's been a while. I feel like I've played Esper the last like 3 or 4 days in a row. Today we're taking it back to basics with a super chill day, playing Gruul Delerium, probably my favorite Gruul deck. We're doing a couple things different. Usually I run 4 Seed of Hopes instead of the Cenote Scout, but we're going to try out the Scout here. A little bit more aggressive on 1, potentially a 1 mana 2/2 off the bat, and can also help fill the graveyard. I'm going to run 4 copies of the Keen-Eyed Curator. Doesn't fully fit in with the Delirium theme, but it's really good graveyard hate, and of course since we're binning a lot of stuff, we can potentially exile stuff out of our own graveyard to make it a 7/7 trample, which ain't too shabby. I'm running a 3/1 split in the sorcery speed spell slot for 3 bolts early game, potentially 1 beatdown late, maybe to clean up a 6/6 demon. Running 3 fly traps here as well. You could maybe throw in fear of being hunted to have an extra enchantment, but I think we're going to try going mostly all in on the fly trap. And 2 Wrens. Usually I only run 1, but it looks like it's performing pretty well in terms of stats on untapped.gg. So this is what we're giving a go today. We'll play it live. I don't know if I'm going to do more events or not. It's interesting. I was screwing around with Goblin Tribal in events too, thinking about potentially doing that today. It's weird though, because it doesn't fully lend itself to this like 1 hour straight gameplay format. If I lose early at like the 30-minute mark, then what? Then I just randomly go into the mythic queue and just fill out the rest of the hour doing that. Or if it goes longer than an hour, then it could be like a 2-hour video. I don't know. So, it's also, I've decided I think it's more competitive. Yeah, it's fine. We'll keep this. I think it is potentially more competitive than the ranked ladder, because people are putting their gems on the line. And so it makes it even more painful to play like different or not necessarily janky, but like B tier decks. So I don't know how much more we'll do standard events unless you guys absolutely loved it. Here we go. Life gain. All right, I think we'll wait for some payoffs to bolt. 3/2 haste. That's so good. What a good stat line. Very gruely. First comment of the day. Oh, I cannot help you. It's about a dragon deck I made ages ago, but not that long ago. And you're having trouble not letting it be played in the ranked queue? My only guess is I put some random card in the sideboard to talk about, to illustrate a point, but I did not necessarily intend for you to play, and that is preventing you from doing something exciting. I guess we could bolt. We do want to bolt this thing in general. Let's start here. Probably bin you. Shut down the payoff card. Swing for 3. Also, maybe prevent the Vanguard from triggering its ability with 3 creatures. Neptune Carlson, I don't know what you mean here. In all caps, the rock roll of Link. Laughy face, cry face, laughy face, laughy face, cry face. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no links of said nature. Karsten House says they love the events. Yeah, we'll see. If you guys really love them, I could do more of them. I'm not sure about the timing of them though. Rakata says, I think that testing decks in standard events gives you a better ability to understand whether a deck actually works or not. Why not always do it? I think I agree, just to the extent that, you know, from my limited experience, I feel like it is more competitive. Could start milling. 4 more card types. I mean, we don't have that yet. It's definitely more efficient to fly trap here. Dude takes the chump block. I think we're just curving out. I think it's too painful to drop a 1-drop, even if it helps Delirium. Maybe they'll kill something. I don't know. Oh my gosh. The Exercise main deck and their janky bat thing here. Okay. We'll see if we can turn on Delirium, I guess. What do we need? Instant sorcery creature. Artifact would do it. Goodbye, artifact. Hello, Delirium. And put it here, I think is fine. I think we can put them all there. I mean, they want to kill the fly trap. So let's spread it out to the thing they don't want to kill. Yeah, so not sure about that. This is a fun question. Lester Tivo asks, non-magic question. I've always wondered about it. It is tax season. As a streamer, do you get to count your MTG arena expenses as write-offs? Yes, I do. I technically have a small business. We can spread it out evenly, I think. And we'll spread it out again. Untap you, because you get the attack trigger again. Oh my gosh. We're off to the races. It's Gruul, baby. We're doing the big stompy thing. Yeah, technically I have Dr. Ruckus LLC, and I do write off my expenses. For the record, I make $0.00 off this channel. Certainly after expenses. I'm well in the negative. If you count like buying cameras and mics and cards and stupid shit, I'm well in the negative. This is not a profitable endeavor at the time being. Nor has it ever been. But yes, I absolutely do write it off. I always forget if it writes off against my main employee income, or if it only is written off against small business income. I forget. If I spend $10,000 on MTG Arena cards, can I write that off against my regular taxes? I always forget, and it doesn't really matter because I can't change it. Whether it is or not is someone else is gonna figure that out. We're on the play. We'll keep this. This is on red. Yeah, we'll still keep this. Against Strix here. Ryan Hoffman says, love the lighthouse background. I think my computer just randomly switches it every day. It is, as much as I'd like to take credit for it, it's not me. I think it's an automated process that is beyond my comprehension. Old Baba says, where is the rice cooker? The MVP. Hey, it's mono red. That's cool. At least we can double spell cleanly this turn. Ow. Take the action. Cool. Bolt looking good in the matchup too. Let's start here. Yeah, we probably bin this. We'll get it back later. And I think we'll go ahead and zap you now. They might try to rage though, honestly. We can't turn on Delirium. Let's wait. Let's block first and go for the Burst Lightning. It could pay off here. Boros, my goodness. Ethereal Armor. I mean, this is our chance to do it, unfortunately. It doesn't get any better than this. I mean, they likely blow it out, but it is our only chance. Because they will outscale the toughness soon enough. So here comes Monstrous Rage. Luckily, we can maybe bolt it on our turn. After taking a lovely 8 to the face here. An 8 points of trample. Take the mill. It's a land. It's another land. Sure. I think... Oh, it's 5 toughness. Damn, that sucks. There's really not a whole lot we can do about that. 5 toughness does suck. Well, let's see what else there is to see here. I don't know if we escape this one. Another land, okay. Dude has first strike too. I think we're chump blocking with the 1/1. I guess that is trample. There's nothing to do here. It's the joy of trample. 4 damage, still too small. We'd have to hit the Beastie Beast down. That's cool, that's cool. This is a nice game of Magic. Alright, I feel like that's game. I feel like I just don't even need to see the rest of this. Rice Cooker, my secret +1. Did not make a showing the other day. Nor will it make a showing today, I don't think. This is interesting. I didn't know this about standard events. This is by Filk9791. Nice, this is top content for me, smiley face. Just a little advice for everyone. In event, people usually play top competitive deck. If you want to win, you have to prepare heavily for meta. You are matched every game with someone from the same win as you have. And lastly, prepare for grindy game. You can't, for example, run one apparatus in an apparatus deck. At least a top tier deck have at least 2 answer. Anyway, I don't spend any money in arena. This is the best way to farm, have free pack, and have way less silly random games like in the ladder. Thanks, keep having fun. One of the play looks reasonable to me. I did not know that you get paired up against someone with the exact same number of wins as you. I'm curious how you know that. Let's get the Beastie Boy down. Yeah, I did feel like it was more competitive though. Take the action. Okay, I think we'll just do all the delirium things we can. We actually are stuck on red, aren't we? Alright, well, in that case, we're just being mana efficient, I think. And maybe next turn, we can scout into, like, another green source, if we're lucky. Alright, well, let's try here. See if we can hit Delirium or hit a land. Either would be acceptable. Stick by the opponent. Creatures. We already have plenty of creatures down there. But do we really want to draw this next turn? It would let us what? Discard. But only once we attack we get the discard trigger, right? It'd be too late. It'd be too late to declare the beastie as an attacker. I think we're going to bin this. I'm not feeling it. Swing for 3, potentially into a smite. Who knows? Ride's End. Okay, doesn't feel like a lockdown then. Take the action. Give me some delirium. Still no delirium. In fact, still no second green. I think we're still digging for it off the scout here. Not that it changes our pre-combat situation. I guess it could. We can still hit delirium here. We don't even have double green, so you can go as well. Okay. Doing it hard mode. Get him, scout. Opponent goes more 1-for-1 removal. That's good. I mean, again, that means they don't have the sweeper. Otherwise, they wouldn't do that. This is excellent. They're giving us plenty of time to dirtle along on our land issue. We cannot kill you with Beza. Take the action. It's delirium. Let's go. Do we want to trade someone off here? Probably not. We probably fear missing out. Maybe. How do we win this? I think we start here. We have a low chance of winning. Just a little bit slow. One bolt. It's going to be so long till we can double bolt. Bolt's probably one of the worst cards in the deck. In theory, you could get double, but it's so long till we hit 4 mana. No attacks this turn. I think someone's going under the bus, and then we're bolting as well. The Beza. There's the lockdown. Should we scoop? Technically, we could still win. We have no artifact. Enchantment removal. I don't know. 3-for-1 feels like a bit much. We do have the worm, though. I'm a big worm fan. I'll tell you that. I think we'll bin the curator again here. Still no second green source. It's another worm. GB Emzer says, so it's not just me. Basically, whenever I make a slight adjustment to my deck and the first new game, there's a high chance I start with the new cards in hand. I don't know, man. That did happen. I added exactly 2 new cards. Whatever the 4-mana instant destruction spell is. I forget what it is. And then Silver Scrutiny, right? And both those showed up in exactly in the opening hand. All right, this is not what I wanted to see here. Stuck on 2 lands. We've surveilled like a million cards. Where did all our lands go? That's just rude. I feel like that's heavily unnecessary. I'm not digging this so much. Stock up. My goodness. My goodness. Just ridiculous. This is a comment by Philip. Philip SPC. We don't hit another land. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is going on? It's not a land. What the frick? What's map token? Will you let me do this? Are you going to kill my only creature? Alright, we are finally in the game. It's a beastie boy. We're down to 7. Gonna be an easy comeback. Easy comeback from here. Just as another data point, I don't agree with this comment at all. It was somebody else's comment. I don't know whose comment it was. Since red decks are as prevalent as they are, it's good to see any deck competing against them and seeing how it does. You just locked on me again. And there's so much benefit to me in seeing unedited gameplay. So I think someone else was basically saying, I guarantee that it's a land. We've lost for sure. For sure we've lost. I'll skip here. Someone else was saying, like, you know, one of the costs of doing the unedited gameplay is that you have to see more red decks, and you might not want to see that. It might be boring to you, and I think the guy maybe was saying it's a waste of his time. And so Philip is arguing, actually, I like seeing the matchups unedited versus red, because then I actually get to figure out, like, okay, is this viable to play? If it loses to red every time and I cut all those games, then, like, you never get to see how viable it actually is. So there are points to each. Pros and cons. On the draw, with all the 2-drops in the world. Yeah, whatever. We'll keep this. The Voodoo Ranger. Selesnya. Ah, man, I really don't want to lose to this. This is some dinky-ass deck, but we're on the draw here with no 1-drop. Oh, man, I'm going to be so sad if they just Shelter by Ghost on, like, turn 3, and we just get rolled. I'm already not liking how this is going. The Wicker Folk could potentially block here, though. It could block the Mascot unless they attack and move to destroy target artifact. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. All right, let's give them the 3/3 then, I guess. Derek 031072 says, looks like I'm not alone. Thanks for being honest. No decks that are advertised as 100 win BS. Thumbs up. You are welcome. He just cast 2 individual Paw Patch recruits instead of just casting 1 for 3, right? You really want to cast something for 1 mana here? Are you going to Shard Mage's Rescue in? I guess. Is that what just happened? Should we not block? This is our only chance to block. It only gets worse from here. But they must have some enchantment to flash in, even off the Scavenger. I guess we do nothing. We are going to lose to this dinky little deck. Alright, what are we drawing discarding into? Something's got to be good. We need removal fast. And maybe we can double block this thing. Maybe? Not sure. It's outscaling us quickly. Can bin the worm always, I think, basically. That's good. It's a step in the right direction. I mean, ideally, we pretend like we can block. But they saddle, it comes a 4/4. They flash in whatever bullshit they have. And then it's a 6/6 off the Scavenger, plus whatever the bullshit is. Okay. Bullshit acquired. So if we target the Mascot... Oh, they still have the bullshit in hand, don't they? Not sure. I mean, we have to go for Obliterating Bolt this turn. And then if it doesn't work, we probably lose. But at least we have enough lands to pay for it. I feel like they still have like a rescue in hand though. But I'm pretty sure we're forced out of this. Like we could worm here. But the thing just gets bigger every turn. This is it. This is our only chance to do it. It's gotta be now. And I'm pretty sure they have an answer. But like, nothing we can do. Because the double paw patch turn was super weird, right? Last card's gotta be Shard Mage Rescue. Yeah, there it is. It's just, we had no other options. But they should have let us pay the shelter cost first. Because now we actually can do something else this turn. We probably lost this game anyway. Just too slow on the draw. Versus a Shelter by Ghost deck. Now we can decline this. We don't have to pay it. Mistake on their part. What do we draw discard into? Probably bin the land. I don't know. I mean, the worm is big. We can try to survive. They are out of cards. But they have a 5/4 recruit too. And they keep saddling. They attack all button. That's cool. Is that lethal? Does anyone not have trample? Block here. Take 9. Okay. Yeah, that's game. I could feel the game on turn 1. I could feel it. I mean, it's a good chunk of beef here. What was the recruit as trample? I mean, we could trade with the recruit and chump block the mascot again. But the constantly scaling mascot is pretty tough for Gruul colors. You gotta hit hard and fast with Gruul. As soon as they outscale your removal, it's basically the game. So if you can dump shelter on any creature that can get basically beyond 3 toughness, you almost certainly win the game. So we're forced to block here, I think. It's not really another way to do it. Destroy my artifact. Sure. We already declared blocks, though. Another 5/5. That's lovely. Burst Lightning. If we can get through the shelter, we could actually kill the mascot. Alas, we cannot. So we block one of them, and we lose. It's pretty much a non-game as far as I'm concerned. Balin, Kimbrel, back at it again. Says, I think a problem in standard Magic is that Mono Red, Oculus, and Omniscience Reanimate can afford to risk being blown out after committing 2 or 3 cards for one effect. I don't think control decks are bad, but channels, especially CGB, overhyping non-competitive control decks can skew the entire meta. Can skew the entire meta. You're saying CGB's non-competitive control decks are skewing the entire meta, or that the other 3 decks are skewing the entire meta? I'm not quite sure what you're saying, but all I have to say is that Mono Red skews the meta because any control deck I want to build has to have like 20 removal spells in it. And sometimes you still curve out 1-drop, smite, 2-drop, get lost, 3-drop, you know, whatever. And you still lose to Mono Red, which is very annoying, I think. We're on the draw. We got Burst Lightning this time. I think this will go a bit better for us. It's white. Heh. Okay. If I didn't want to lose before, I really don't want to lose now. I don't think we have to Burst Lightning this guy yet. What is their 2-drop in Cat's Tribal? I don't know off the top of my head. I think we're going to go Scout, though. Land is fine. We can trade off here. Erebos is the issue. We definitely want to kill Erebos when he comes down. That's their 3-drop. I just don't remember. Oh, they have like a good... Well, this Lynx is new. And, yeah, this will be interesting. Probably just fear of missing out here. Let's see. Attacks while saddled to the basic land, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Okay. I think the land could go. It's not awful, but I think one of these could go. Especially with the Scout on the way. No attacks. Is it turn 3 Erebor? It is turn 3 Erebor. That's lovely. So we have to kill Erebor. We could trade with the lions. If we wait one more turn, our blocks get a little better, unless they have backup Erebor. We could potentially get a blowout too, a little bit. Let's see. Enters. I think we're going no blocks here. We could block the links, okay? But if we can, I think we want to leave open 1 red for Burst Lightning. And the bolts. That's actually quite good here. I think I like that a lot. Let's see. Enters. Only when it enters. Okay, so we can zap the links and then still... The question is, are they playing the stupid cycle? The stupid cycle, Basri Ket or whatever, right? There's a new 1-mana 2/1. Cycle it, give all your cats hexproof. Should we really play around that? I think the answer is maybe. I think the answer is yes. Like, this thing has to die or we lose, so I don't think it's worth taking the risk that they run that random card. Okay. And at 14, they could drop another Lord. I think we chill here. You could probably get in there. But otherwise, I think we chill. To 22. We want to get Delirium, get the Fly Trap going. If we can outscale them that way, I think that's pretty solid. Patchwork Banner. It's a Cat Lord. We can still block the 2/2. Invasion of Gobakon. Alright, I don't really care that much. I think we'll take the Fly Trap. That's what I would take. It's not the end of the world here. Unless they want to bin Inti to shut down, like, graveyard shenanigans. Yeah, Fly Trap goes. I don't think we allow that, actually. No, I think we're trading there, actually. Put a +1 counter on each creature that attacked that turn. Sack the enchantment. No, that feels like too much. That feels like too much to give away. I will sadly trade off. We might have hit Delirium, though, off the enchantment. Now what's going on? I think we'll try to hit land if we can. Burst Lightning would kill the last little thing. But I think we want to hit land if we can. Let's try one more time. We could top take a land, hit Inti as well this turn. We do get there. Here comes the Inti. If we attack, we discard our Curator, which I'm not so interested in. This is not a terrible place to be. We're on the board. Fly Trap's coming eventually. I don't want this Gobakon to flip. That's a card. That needs to be answered. It scales every turn. They also have 5 mana, so they can play like the stupid Cat Lord. That also gets quite a lot of value. I don't think they can flash in a cat, though. I really doubt that. I highly doubt that. I think we can get a Inti attack. You can go. Everything's playable. The tap land is one of the things I least wanted to see because we can't Fly Trap this turn. But I'll take what I can get. We could exile a whole bunch of stuff and make the Curator 7/7 next turn. The Squire getting flying. They do have a Flash Cat. I forgot that sucker's a cat. That's interesting. They could have eaten our thing with the Squire. I was thinking they probably don't run like Resolute Reinforcements. I forgot the flanker is in fact a cat warrior. 2 to the top ain't great. Another Squire. This is really quite a big issue for Gruul. Okay. And it's a 5/5 flyer. I don't love that. A lot of things have to go really right here. I'm not even sure what it would look like to win from here. The flyer is fairly oppressive. Okay, let's at least take a creature. We have double instants. We could take an instant too. If we wanted to ever threaten getting this guy up. Hui. We need someone with like vigilance. I mean, we're going to lose really soon here. I think this is happening though. How do we possibly win from here? It's almost impossible. It's not via blocking because this flyer kills us. We have to win by attacking, but that is also very unrealistic. I mean, we can put counters here. It just don't really matter that much. Yeah, it's really bad. We basically lost this game. Discarding the land is not even that helpful. If we attack and they trade, the trades aren't even that good. We could put a +1 in the land. I'm acting as if we could win here. I think for us to win, they actually have to do something dumb. They have to make some dumb blocks here. If they trade off 2 creatures, even though they're at 22, I think that's what has to happen. We don't really need land, so you can go. We'd get more value if we waited to next turn, but yeah, they don't block. There's no reason to. Attack all button A. Okay, I mean, we've lost this very much so. You can block here. 679, 10, 11 damage. We could try to trade with the Squire. They might flash in something, but we have to assume they don't have it all. Let's take out everything. Inti's actually good. Let's keep Inti. If they flash in the next flanker, power the Squire, we'll be annoyed, but like, we can't play around that. If there's any possible out of winning, it comes from taking risks at this point. They could also do that. I told you they might run that cycle. That sucker. That fucker. I knew they had that. It's like indestructible. Cats you control gain hexproof and indestructible. Yeah, that's fine. That's game. I don't even know that we need to see the next turn. And there's no possible top deck that would even come close to changing this game. Like, what are you going to do? Okay. Okay. That's fine. Oh, baby. Top 1,000. Let's go. Guillerme Rezune says, now I need to know, how do you farm in the game if you've never played standard events? Lol. I don't farm. Once every 3 months when the new set comes out, I probably drop about $150. I do $50 ahead of time for the, it's like the early access pack. I think you get like 50 packs of cards and some other random stuff on top of it. And then once they actually come out, I think I don't need to do this. I don't think I need to spend a full 100. I have been spending a full 100, which I discount on my tax write-off. By whatever, $100 gets you 20,000 gems, which gets you 90 packs or whatever it is. And I do that. And that between those two things, I basically have all the cards I want plus enough wild cards to craft anything. I did have to spend a little more money this time around. If we got a second green, would that change anything? No. Let's go Fear of Missing Out here. And we can ditch the worm, I suppose. The Mythic Rares really crushed me this time around. Because I wanted like 4 Bright Glass Gear Hulks, and I had never crafted the Cage deck. And the Cage is apparently a Mythic Rare, which is kind of wild. We're still short on green. Let's try Scout plus Fear Missing Out here, I think. Ditch the worm again. guess we'll bin one of our 2 fly traps, although I was hoping to play those out. Which Delirium yet? Yeah, the cage deck runs 4 mythic rares for the cage and then 4 mythic rares for the sandstorm, scavenger, whatever. That was a lot of mythics. I think I crafted some of the other Gear Hulks. Gear Hulks all kind of suck. I was gonna do the dumb, like the Grixis. The Grixis, there's a black and red Gear Hulk. And then you play 8 copies of this card. When it enters the battlefield, you copy another card. You like... I guess you just hard cast or reanimate the Coal Stoke Gear Hulk, and then you get back a blue copy creature, which copies the Gear Hulk, and you run that back over and over and over. We still don't have Delirium. But we just want to be mana efficient here. Okay, here comes Squad. I think we actually have to play the Beastie here. The fly trap is... Oh, this is interesting. Maybe this will change things. Maybe this will allow us to hit Delirium if we're lucky. Let's start here, actually. Now we have a better incentive to play the Beastie. Perfect. Let's bin you and just hit Delirium, I think. Yeah. And then we can also play out the Beastie. And top taking land here opens up all sorts of stuff. We got 2 worms down there. And they have no... They do have omniscience, so we'll see if they just... After all that, they just win this turn. Manual taps. That doesn't feel like a winning combo. Ho, 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 ho. Ooh. I mean, we still got the worm down there. We don't have the land. We got the worms coming, though. Worms are ready to do business. This guy's a 3 mana 6/6. He's about to be. Yeah, actually a 3 mana... Yeah, 6/6. I don't know if we're going to get up to 6 creature types. Moment of truth. Daniel Arsene. 3 mana open. How good is Random Realmbreaker here? We could minus and try to hit land, which isn't bad. What's the fastest way to win, though? They'd likely bounce this creature. Technically, we could hit Delirium. I think we're going to play this in minus. The fastest way to win is just play the fly trap, right? This adds 3 extra damage next turn. This adds more damage next turn. I think it's this. Make them bounce it if they have it. You can run a counterspell too. It's New Age Omniscience. Okay, regular counterspell. And we're still hitting you pretty hard here. Down to 10. If we hit land, we do threaten lethal. We just flash back the haste worm. And potentially game here. And it's game. Whew, getting absolutely wrecked today. Not even close to a lot of these wins. Gruul has a pretty... This deck has a pretty high win rate. I think it's like 56%. It's like solidly in the B tier, but you're getting completely run over by stuff today. Which is fine. That's how it goes. Daniel Arsene says, it really hit home for me. I've been thinking recently how CGB decks are garbage. It's a little mean. I still like his videos, but purely for entertainment, not competitive deck building. Ash does it as well, but she will play T1 and Tier 2 decks to showcase them, which I really like. I've stopped spending my wildcards on streamer decks. I mostly follow Untapped and streams who go over tournament results. I like your honesty, which is why I watch you and enjoy your brews. Thanks. I don't think... Let me think what, if anything, I want to say about this. We don't have any 1-drops on the draw. I mean, I still don't think you really mulligan this, but the deck is so much worse with no 1-drops in the opening hand. We kind of lose. we lose to a lot. I think I'm going to keep it anyway. But it is painful. Whew. Hot stuff. Dimir. I also feel like we could do okay against Dimir. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. Garbage decks. I have no problem with building garbage decks. I build garbage decks. You have to try out the new cards somehow. That's totally fine. I think we just fear missing out. And we can't really bin anyone interesting, though. So it's pixies, maybe? I think we just want high toughness creatures, like the fly trap. Next turn, could go Curator plus Scout. I mean, Inti could put in work. Maybe the Curator goes here. Try to keep the Inti. Keep the cards flowing. I have no problem building garbage decks or combo decks. Just as long as like you're honest about it. Slapping Busted or Broken on a garbage deck that's just meant for fun, I think is silly. But like, sure, try out different decks, whatever. It's all good. I haven't done as much as that this season. For whatever reason, I just like wasn't super inspired. Could start with a Scout here. And then I think we're going Inti. I mean, Death Touch eats a whole lot of stuff. Let's start here. Maybe Inti or Fear Missing Out. Beat down. That's pretty good for dealing with Death Touch. But we don't have, do we need the counters to kill the 4 toughness creature? Kind of, yeah. We don't have that. We can't get that easily. So I think we're actually binning the sorcery. Because without the 2 counters, I don't know that we're eating the 4 toughness creature that easily. Yeah, goodbye. Okay, it's just this. We can probably bin the next Scout, I think. Hold on to Inti. Ren's cool. No attacks. Esper, Preacher of the Schism. Pixie, pick it up, put it back down. Dude, we're gonna go like 0 and 8 today. It's not feeling good. I just think we've been on the draw a lot. We haven't always had 1-drops in the opening hand. Also, Gruul as a color just folds to Shelter by Ghosts. Ren and Realmbreaker minus is not very good into the Pixie. We could get some value out of her though. Turning on Fear Missing Out is not that relevant into the Preacher. Plusing is not very good. Honestly, we have minus and get some value this turn. Nowhere to run open sucks also. I think she can just kill Ren here. Plusing isn't awful either. Except they just kill our land, which is terrible. We can't plus, actually. I think if they want to devote resources to killing Ren, it's not that bad. Because it turns on Delirium for us anyway. So minus and see what we can get out of this. I don't want to plus my land into the nowhere to run. Okay. How are we doing on lands here? Red, just red. This is fine. Sure. Nowhere to run before moving to combat. Sure. I don't really want to attack into your Death Toucher anyway. We need a Obliterating Bolt. The Fly Trap coming down isn't so bad though. Especially if they tap out. Fly Trap could be good. Someone's got to be big enough to trade with the... Oh, they're going in. Can't block. Risk is too big. No blocks here. Ren goes down.
Everywhere.
Pick it up, put it back down. Opponent not even gonna wait for us. Okay. Okay. How do we get out of this? We have so much Delirium off the Fly Trap. We're delirious with Delirium. We can bin the Inti. Goodbye. The Witcher Folk. Dude, this Fly Trap has got to carry the day here. I mean, it's going to hit him really hard. Do we protect the Fly Trap is the question. Are they really going to go double nowhere to run? It's possible. It's a lot to protect against. It's a 7-7. Let's go to town. Let's get a win. Hit him to 12. Come on. I mean, we got a big boy on. We got some big cards on the way. We do. Damn, are they really going to target the fly trap here? No. This is good. Fly trap's putting in work. Sack a creature. Scout goes down. I'm keeping this fly trap, man. Ride or die by the fly trap. Fly trap. Ruckus for 2. Death touch creature still an issue. If they attack here, they get a 1/1 blocker, right? They don't want to do that. Oh ho ho! Get wrecked. Hell yeah. Let's go. Dead. Let's go. It's good on the trample creature. Yeah, it's good on the trample creature, I guess. I guess we could distribute it, actually. Yeah, it's fine. No, everyone survives a single nowhere to run. Opponent to 2 with the comeback, the top deck of the Bolt. Let's go. Please don't bounce my creatures. We still have haste. I don't know. I don't know. We could win this. We could redeploy Witcher Folk and the Fly Trap. Put the counters of the Witcher Folk. Swing with haste. I think it's gotta be better than bounce. They bounce the Fly Trap. They sack our only freaking creature, a hasty creature. What a dickhead. Take 4. Alright, now I'm playing like we're gonna lose again. Okay. What do we want to draw next turn? Do you fundamentally help us? I think we just want like a removal spell. Or another hasty trample off the top. If you don't have haste, I don't think you're it. Like a hasty worm could be good too. Okay. We could take I don't think they're gonna power up the creature land here. Pick it up, put it back down. They can also gain 3 life off of the breaker, which is interesting. We need to keep that in mind. Jesus Christ, dude. This sucks. This sucks. Oh, they leave themselves open here. You're gonna let me top deck the hasty threat? I wouldn't do that. The upside's not that high. We could top deck a hasty creature right here. We could top deck a Wren. I think get back the hasty creature. Yeah. Down to 4. Alright. We don't top deck it. And we lose the game. We could get a worm here. We could get a worm here. Burst lightning on top. We still lose the fucking game. If only they had been in the reverse order. There's no ability to draw it. It doesn't matter. Take 4 and lose. Nothing can be done. So fucking sad. How much time do we have left here? 48 minutes. Damn. We go again. Make sure they're not a dumbass. Whew. I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the burn. I think we dropped from 600 mythic to 1400. All right, we got like one-ish more before I put myself out of this misery. Nine Magic says, bro doesn't consider himself a YouTuber, but he uploads every day and has a meeting with his editor later, lol. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe my YouTuber. I don't know. I ain't making any money, though. So, I think until... If I could make minimum wage or something to that effect, I don't even know what that number is. Let's say I could make the median average U.S. income. Median or average. So it's about 50K. If I could make that a year, I think I'd call myself a YouTuber. Until that point, I don't think we're calling it that. It's a hobby. We'll keep it. We're on the draw again. BCM 1 isn't awful. It's red. Here's a land. Here's a beastie. At least we can bolt their 2-drop. Boros. I'm definitely going to bolt their 2-drop. I'm not going to wait for Shardmage's Rescue. I'm going to take the action. Here's a red land. Here's a bolt. You can go screw yourself. Daniel Andrea Dadami says, it seems like an amazing list. The Esper mill deck. The side is for best of 3, or are they just useful alternatives? They're just useful alternatives. Anytime you watch my channel, I just use the sideboard as like a system for keeping track of cards I might want to play at some point in time. Can we turn on Delirium here? What do we need? Oh, just a single creature would do it, yeah? We could still scout here first. And see if we had a fast land. No, we had a regular land though. That's okay. Here comes Delirium. We'll discard the worm. I do like the worm. Goodbye. Another worm. Hit him for 3, yeah? Yeah, rage is just 3 toughness. Do you want to trade? No, you don't want to trade. You want to go with Ethereal Armor, Shelter by Ghosts. Yeah, I know that's all you want. You dirty, dirty dog. Dean Hallow. You were on my list. I mean, we're hitting hard here. We're bottlenecked on red, though, so we do have to go worm here. So here it comes. Worm for the distance. And if they're Ethereal Armor, we'll just cry because they outscale us so hard. I told you my anime series is coming. It's got some light Yagami vibes to it. Dean Hollow, you're on my list. When I purge the earth of mono red players, you're the first to go. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I am not joking. Feather of Flight. You know what? That's okay. We could get him this coming turn. Let's see if they hit land something else. Hold on a second. How much damage we got? 10, 12, 14. We're a little bit short here. How good is Hasty Witcher Folk? Is there anything we can do to win this turn? 14 damage. I mean, Fear of Missing Out basically wins it next turn. Nobody's got reach. I almost hesitate to use the Pain Land. In case that's the difference between life and death, which it very well could be. I think we're just going to worm. I'm actually afraid of using the Pain Land here. Trample and Haste. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I think that's where we want to go here. It could matter. I don't know. Probably could have left back the scout too. Yeah, you dickhead. You're really going to go game me? Did you accomplish anything? Rage up. And one more. You are Dickhead Supreme. It's 53 minutes. Let's end. Let's end here. Oh my gosh. What record did we go today? That was absurd. That was absurd. Oh my gosh. Would I make any changes to the deck? Probably not. I went 1 and 6. I have a 14%. Should I put that on the thumbnail? Should I put that on the thumbnail? 14% win rate. You won't believe this deck. This deck is busted. 14% win rate. I like the deck. You know what? We had a bad day in the arena. Honestly, I liked it. I think I liked the Scout over the Seed of Hope. I felt like it was similar in effect. You can only get back permanents with this, right? How would it on the camera? Y'all always want the camera somewhere else. Seed of Hope. I mean, permanent card. It's not like it can fetch a removal spell. If we could get any card back, I think it would be better, because then we could dig for the removal spells in the matchups we needed them. Bren didn't really get to shine today, but she has a different creature type that feels Delirium, so I was fine with that. I mean, I don't think there's anything fundamentally wrong with it. We didn't get to see Curator pop off versus the Omniscience matchup. Hopefully I didn't have that card in hand during that matchup. I don't remember that. The core issue is just like, it's Gruul. So if you cannot outscale certain things, if you can't, either need to win quickly, or you need to pick off their creatures before they get big. And if you play a lot of Boros, get big stuff, or even that bizarre cat deck that gets big, then you kind of get run over if you can't win really quickly. So it just is what it is. I'm out. I'm out of here. The video is done. Get me out. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. Leave some comments. And 14% win rate. You can remember that. I'll see you in the next one.